Students, I know how many of you feel about the scholarship award, but in time you'll come to realize its importance, both to our country and to yourselves as individuals. I've learned that your parents feel very strongly about this, and they've persuaded someone you all know to make the award.
That's all we need, the boys' vice principal.
May I introduce Brigadier General Jimmy Stewart.
Holy cow, Jimmy Stewart.
That's right. Our guest is Jimmy Stewart, and he is the Brigadier General in the United States Air Force Reserve. He's just completing a tour of active duty in the Air Force and is returning to the West Coast. Students, General Stewart.
Mr. Armstrong, students, good afternoon. Some of you seem surprised to see me here. Well, as a matter of fact, I was surprised, too, when Dr. Harper told me the students were going to honor an egghead. Now, the reason for that is because when I was in high school, that word described a fellow who goofed up. I wish you could have been with me these past few days up in the mountains near Colorado Springs. I visited a school dedicated to developing what perhaps could be called super eggheads. You'd have enjoyed seeing 2,500 youngsters, just a couple of years older than you, competing in various athletics, football, basketball, fencing, wrestling, and each a modern egghead in his own right, because academic leadership is a mandatory requirement for admission to that school. Now, maybe by this time you've guessed that I'm talking about the United States Air Force Academy, where the program is devoted to developing leadership. Now, I don't mean only military leaders to plan air tactics. I mean leaders in science and diplomacy, astronautics, electronics, physics, the humanities. Leaders in tomorrow's world. One of the most important things they learn is inscribed on a statue that stands amid the rolling hills, and it reads, "Man's flight through life is sustained by the power of his knowledge." And it's so true. You're growing up in the midst of a complex and wonderful world. A world of science. We take for granted our accomplishments in space, but this is only the beginning of the space age and the marvels of automation in our everyday lives. Progress in the future depends on knowledge, on education. Now, this group and other students across the country, around the world, are, in a sense, competitors in this quest for knowledge. And I think the winner of any competition is not just average. He's earned his victory and the right to recognition. And I'm glad the students and faculty of this high school have decided to recognize with an appropriate award a winner in academic achievement. It's an important award, and I believe in it, and I'm proud to present it. The first award for scholarship, a sweater and Bryant Park B to Robert Douglas.
Hey, you got it.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.